My name is Julia Ross. I am only 22 years old. I am very desperate for a job. I have no savings left. My rent is late. My phone is almost cut off. That night, when the agency calls me, I say yes without thinking. They say the job is for a widow named Mrs. Hughes. They say it is a live-in position. They say the pay is very good. I do not ask many questions. I cannot afford to. I pack my small bag and wait. The car arrives late at night. It is black and expensive. The driver does not speak. We drive far from the city. The lights disappear. The road becomes quiet. When we stop, I see the house. It is not a house. It is a mansion. The gate opens slowly. The building is large and old. Mrs. Hughes is standing at the door. She is dressed well. Her hair is perfect. She smiles too much. Next to her stands a man. He is very tall, very handsome, but his eyes do not move like normal eyes. He looks at me as if he already knows me. Not with interest, not with desire. He looks at me like I belong to him. His eyes travel slowly over my face. Then he steps forward. He lifts his hand and touches my hair. I step back. My heart starts to race. Mrs. Hughes laughs softly and places her hand on my arm. "Oh, forgive him," she says. "He is just surprised." Her voice is calm. The man does not apologize. He only keeps staring. I consider turning around and leaving, but I think of my empty room, my unpaid bills, my fear, so I stay. That night, I sleep in a small room. Mrs. Hughes brings me tea. She watches me drink it. I feel tired very quickly. When I wake up, nothing feels right. I am not in the small room. I am in a large bedroom. I am wearing a silk nightgown. It is not mine. My door is locked. I bang on it. I call out. 3 women enter. They smile. They call me Marion. They say today is my wedding day. My body turns cold. I tell them my name is Julia. I tell them this is a mistake. They do not listen. Mrs. Hughes comes in later. She sits beside me and holds my hand. She tells me I am confused. She tells me stress can do this to young women. She tells me I have been here for months. I know she's lying, but she believes her own words. This is what scares me. The man comes in later. His name is Rolf. He looks at me like I'm something he lost. He calls me Marion. When I correct him, his face changes. His jaw tightens. He grabs my arm. Not hard enough to leave marks, just hard enough to remind me he can. He tells me I'm not leaving. Mrs. Hughes watches. She does not stop him. That afternoon, I asked to use my phone. They give it to me. They stand close. I pretend to check messages. Instead, I call the only person I can think of. A man I met months ago. A man who once liked me. A man who still checks on me sometimes. I whisper. I say my name. I say I am in danger. Ralph hears my voice. In seconds, the phone is ripped from my hand. He throws it against the wall. His face is red. His voice is low and angry. He tells me I do not need a phone anymore. Mrs. Hughes tells me I need rest. They lock the door again. That night, I do not sleep. The next morning, they dress me. They tell me the ceremony is small. I nod. I smile. I pretend. Before the ceremony, Ralph comes to my room. He touches my face. I do not pull away. I let him think he has won. When he leaves, I move quickly. I push the small table toward the window. It scrapes the floor. The sound feels loud, but no one comes. I climb onto the table. My hands shake as I open the window. I climb out. For 1 second, I hang there. Then I fall. The ground is hard. I bite my lip so I do not scream. I stand up and run. I run through the trees. Branches cut my arms. I do not stop. Behind me, I hear shouting. But I keep running. Then I see a road. A car slows down. The car stops. The window opens. It is the man I called. He looks at me in shock. He pulls me inside. We drive. I do not look back. I change my name. I leave the city and never take live-in jobs again. Sometimes I still wake up shaking, but I'm free.